I've been staring at this mirror for 20 minutes, and in about 5 minutes I'm going to walk downstairs and end my marriage. My name is Jim, I'm 62 years old, and I just gambled away every dollar of the retirement my wife has been dreaming about for the last 10 years. She's downstairs right now with her travel magazines spread across the kitchen table. Italy, Greece, all those little coastal towns she's circled in pen, places she thought we'd finally see together after I stopped working. After 35 years of marriage, she trusts that when I say we're set, we're set. She has no idea what I've done. It started 5 years ago when Danny called about the restaurant. He's our only son, and he had this dream of opening a place downtown, something small and intimate. The loan officer said he just needed a co-signer, someone with decent credit to back him up. Danny promised he'd pay it back in 2 years, swore up and down this was his shot. I signed those papers in a bank office while Linda was at her book club. $80,000. I told myself it was temporary, that he'd make it work, that she'd never need to know I'd put our names on the line. The restaurant closed in 18 months. Every penny gone. Danny was devastated, and I was co-signed on a debt that started swallowing our savings month by month. That's when the stock tip came through. A guy at the golf club, someone who seemed to know what he was talking about, mentioned a tech startup that couldn't miss. I figured if I could just make back what we lost on Danny's loan, I could cover the whole thing before Linda ever found out. I pulled $50,000 from our retirement account. I told myself it was just for 6 months, that I'd triple it and put everything back, plus interest. The startup went bankrupt 4 months later. I'd wake up at 3 in the morning with my chest tight, sitting alone in the kitchen with overdue notices spread out in front of me. Our house was paid off, had been for years. It was supposed to be our foundation, our security. But equity is just numbers on paper, and I could borrow against it, I could catch up, fix all of this, make it right. So I took out a second mortgage, $180,000. And because I knew Linda would never agree to it, I forged her signature on the paperwork. She'd show me pictures of vineyards in Tuscany, little hotels on the Amalfi Coast. She'd already picked out the carry-on luggage she wanted, and I'd nod and smile and feel like I was drowning. I kept thinking I'd find a way to fix it, that somehow I'd dig us out before she ever had to know. But you can't fix a hole that deep. You just keep falling. So tonight, I finally went downstairs. She looked up from her magazines with that smile, that complete trust, and I told her we couldn't retire. I watched her face go from confusion to disbelief to something that looked like I'd physically struck her. When I said the money was gone, all of it, she actually laughed at first because it seemed too impossible to be real. Then I told her about the second mortgage, about forging her name, and she stood up so fast her chair fell backward. She screamed at me. 35 years, she kept saying. 35 years she trusted me. And while she was planning our life together, I was throwing money at bad investments and our son's failing business and lying to her face every single day. I tried to say I wanted to protect her, and she laughed, this sharp, bitter sound I'd never heard from her before. She said I hadn't protected her, I'd destroyed her. It's been 8 months since that night. She slept in the guest room for the first 3, wouldn't speak to me except through our daughter. I found all her travel magazines in the recycling bin one morning, every single one of them torn up and thrown away. We started going to counseling, and the therapist asked me why I never came to her, why I let it get so bad. I told the truth. I was ashamed. Every time I tried to fix it, I made it worse. And then so much time had passed that I didn't know how to tell someone I'd been lying for 5 years. Linda was crying when she said that's what marriage is, that you tell them anyway, no matter how hard it is. We're both working now, me at a hardware store, her managing a bookstore 3 towns over. Jobs we thought we'd left behind years ago. She called a financial planner last month and showed me a spreadsheet with every number laid out honest. If we both keep working for 5 more years, if we downsize the house, we can still retire. Not at 62, not with trips to Italy, but we can stop eventually. She moved back into our bedroom after that conversation, told me not to read into it. But when I woke up at 2 in the morning, her hand was resting on my shoulder. Small, tentative, but real. I don't know if you've ever kept a secret that felt too big to tell, something that just grew and grew until it took over everything. Maybe you thought you were protecting someone you love, or maybe you were just protecting yourself from their disappointment. But I can tell you this, the weight of that secret, the constant fear of it coming out, that's worse than any conversation you're avoiding. The moment I finally told Linda the truth was the worst moment of my life. But it was also the moment I stopped drowning. I can breathe now, even if it hurts. We lost the retirement we planned, and I don't know if she'll ever completely forgive me, but at least we're not living in a lie anymore. At least when she looks at me now, she's seeing who I actually am. And painful as that is, it's better than the alternative. It's always better than the alternative. Don't carry your secrets alone. If your marriage is struggling with financial honesty, seek help today. Start the conversation before the hole gets too deep. Talk to someone. Speak your truth.